All right. Well, let's just get right into it, man.
Okay, for sure.
If that Thanos glove were real, and you could put it on right now to eliminate 3 epidemics in the black community, what would they be?
I had a heads up about this question, but it's the gravity of it is still. Oh wow. I guess the first thing I would want to do is as soon as I snap the glove, it'll bring about a sense of knowledge of self in all of us.
Mm.
I feel like with that sense of knowledge of self, there will be more compassion towards one another, more understanding, and more love. So that would be the first thing. The second thing would be, I guess, more. Wow. I guess more financial literacy.
Mm-hmm.
More financial literacy, understanding the politics of money, the dynamics of money, understanding just that this world does not function off of emotions and morality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What they say, politics is an exchange, not a gift. So just that acumen, and I guess what would the third thing be? The third thing would be just to self-control. Because I think a lot of us as black people, we can be somewhat and not just black people, but since we're dealing in the context of black people, it would be just not being a victim of your vices. We all got them. Lord knows I love Henny. Sip some before I shot this. Before we shot this, But it is what it is, So that's that. But yeah, I mean we're living in a time now where black love is a revolutionary act. I had an episode that I shot earlier this week on this podcast. Like, share, comment, subscribe. MACK TV podcast, 82 Kings YouTube channel, Instagram MACK TV _82. But anyway, I had to go through the formalities. But no, earlier I shot an episode and I was just basically saying how one of the most revolutionary things a black man can do in 2020 is have a family. To marry a black woman and have black babies. But it doesn't stop at that, because there are black men that have black babies and are married to black women who are in unhealthy situations. So it's not limited to just that, but I think that's a start in just building a foundation for black love, black compassion, black understanding. Those things are revolutionary within itself, because it's like I'm tired of I feel like us as black people, we give the world so much. Culturally, spiritually, we give the world so much, but we're not necessarily the most kind towards one another. We don't necessarily build from within like we should. So yeah.
Okay, within those 3 answers, man, I actually had a couple questions into my mind as I heard you respond. I think the first one came about hearing you speak about economics and politics going hand in hand. With that, where do you stand personally on the importance of voting?
Wow. Well, let me preface it by saying this. My mama, my people's folks are from Mississippi, and I want to say that one thing that was constantly impressed upon my sisters and I: vote. Be a part of the political process. And my thing is, this is coming from people who were alive during the Fannie Lou Hamer time, alive during Ida B. Wells. So they're thinking, vote. That's self-determination. That's what makes us a part of the political process. And my thing is, I think voting is necessary, but you don't just vote at the ballot. You vote with your dollars.
Absolutely.
You vote with your allegiances. And the bottom line is this, again, politics is not a gift, it's an exchange. So if people think that, simply going to the ballot and voting for this messianic figure is going to save us, no. Someone has to have stake in our interests. And we have to support them. We have to pick someone. Politicians are bought. Let's keep it a buck. Absolutely. It is what it is. Money is the lifeblood of society.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The space that we're in right now, you call it the Dogon.
The Dogon.
Where did that come from and why?
Okay. One of the first things you'll notice when you come into the Dogon is I have a map of the world. The Dogon are specifically a group of black Africans, and I hate that you have to say black Africans now because Africa has been. The world has a plan for Africa.
Oh, absolutely.
One of the things that Dr. John Herbert Clark has said was that Africa has always been a prize for the whole world. That's just real. But no, I call it the Dogon because the Dogon are basically a group of black people. I kind of feel, I don't like using the word tribe because I found out like the origins of that have been kind of negative. But no, the Dogon is a group of black people in Western Africa, modern day Mali, who had their own, I guess, spiritual system. And through that spiritual system, they use that spiritual system to process the natural world. And it's funny how, like in Western culture, we always deviate spirituality, religion from science. But spirituality, religion, and science were always in marriage with one another in Africa. And I would say that the Dogon, one thing that was really amazing about them is that they were able to see things in the constellations, things in the heavens, as far as just like, again, orbits and planets and stars. They were able to see these things without being privy to the modern technology that is available now. So you have people from like NASA that'll go to modern day Mali, and they're just in awe of the things that are written, the stories that are passed down, because they're like, wow, how are you guys able to see things now that we are just? How are you guys able to see things then that we're just now seeing with our technological sophistication? And my thing is, and I know you're like, Marie, you just said a lot, but what I'm saying is, I can relate to that because I feel like a lot of times in my life, I've been able to see things, and people have kind of had to catch up to them. And I think people who are artists or creatives, I feel like there's like this energy that they tap into that people kind of have to catch up with. So that's why this is the Dogon. I can relate specifically to that group of people in Western Africa. Yeah. I hope that answers the question.
Keeping up with the theme of West Africa in particular, I'm quite sure you saw, or have seen, I should say, the fairly large number of people in the past, maybe week, even maybe month or months, that have been making their way to Ghana. Feelings on that? Thoughts? Sentiments?
I represent the ADOS movement all day. And I'm not saying that to say that I'm not xenophobic. I'm not anti-Pan-Africanism. I mean, if you come into my house, one of the first things you'll see is a red, black, and green flag, which denotes Pan-Africanism. My thing is, if we're black people, let's do things that serve black people. Let's not do things that third parties are. Excuse me, I'm kind of passionate. Let's not do things that third parties outside of our community benefit from. Let's not use Black life as a mule to financially benefit people outside of our community, or benefit black people that want to mimic capitalism, that want to mimic exploitation. because the premise of capitalism is exploitation.
Of course.
You know, I'm not a capitalist. I am a capitalist by default. If there was some way that I could just come up with a new system that nobody was extremely rich or extremely poor, there was just like middle ground for everybody, I'd do it. But I'm forced to play this game. That's why I clock in and clock out. You know. But it is what it is. So that's how I feel about Ghana, because I've been reading things that say that there have been like these price surges with, you know, people throughout the diaspora coming to Ghana. And then I've also heard that there have been political figures in Ghana saying that this wayward, wild, hypersexual behavior, those, you know, the black Americans and the blacks throughout the Caribbean, they're bringing that here. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, no, I can't give you the exact source off the top of my head, but I remember reading and seeing something that spoke to that sentiment. So my thing is, like, if we're gonna love each other, if we're gonna be black melanated people, like, let's love us. Yeah. Let's educate us. Let's be patient with us. Let's find middle ground. But this whole, I'm going to pimp black culture or pimp black people's desire to connect back to the continent? No. Yeah. No, we're not with that.
Yeah, that's not it.
Yeah. At all.
I want to stay on the topic of Africa.
Okay.
And, but I want to transition it to what is obviously a very hot topic, a very necessary topic, which is reparations.
It's old.
Right, yeah. This ain't new. But I think we're both hip to and certainly have a love for the great Dr. Claude Anderson.
Yes.
I've heard him made a point over the past couple weeks, and if I know him, he's probably been making this point for far longer than that. But I've heard him make the point in the past couple weeks that he believes Africans owe black women and men reparations.
Okay.
Because Africans, at the time that we were brought from Africa to America, never made any effort, or at least any known effort, to rescue or save their descendants that were brought over here on slave ships. That's a heavy question, I know.
Yes, boy, man, the homie has put me on the spot. Okay. One of the main things that I learned from Dr. John Henry Clark was that all history is a current event. So my thing is, we can't go too far left, too far right in our understanding, because something could pop up 20, 30 years, something even now could pop up to give us a different understanding of social phenomena. But from as of now, as of what, January 12, 13, I don't know what date this is. As of now, what you're saying, that is our understanding, that there were black Africans that sold out other black Africans, and their reparations are owed in context of them. And my thing is, one thing that I found out, that there were the progeny, the people who did sell out other Africans, they were on top of the boat, while the rest of us were on the bottom.
Wow.
And those people still benefit from those courtesies or those advantages now. Not in mass, but that bloodline can be traced. And I feel like those people should be held accountable. You know, because one of the things that I learned, there's a scripture in the Bible where it says, like, a brother is built for adversity to stand beside his other brothers. So if you could sell me out to my own destruction, and I don't know, maybe they were sold a lie. But from my understanding, they were selling bottles of molasses, mirrors, little trinkets for bodies.
Wow.
So, and again, I can't count how many times somebody thought I was from Ghana. Thought I was from Haiti. Thought I was thought I was from other parts of the globe. I'm I'm not anti us. I'm just saying if we're gonna start this healing, people need to be accountable for the things that they've done, and let's right this wrong. Because when you look at reparations, it means to repair a wrong. So all this ego that needs to go out the window. I don't know if I answered your question. I'll be going, man.
No, I think that's great. Well, I won't even say necessarily point blank period in terms of your response, but in your mind, will we, as a community, as a people, see reparations in our lifetime?
Man. They're saying as 2053 that black wealth will be zero, non-existent. And when we speak of wealth is not having a Bugatti.
Right.
Wealth is not being on IG with a bunch of attractive women. I'm going to be politically correct. Attractive women sitting in a hot pool. Sitting in a sauna. That's not wealth. Wealth is not stunting with the homies. Wealth is assets. Wealth is things that does not depreciate. It appreciates in value and time. That's wealth. Wealth is it brings forth more economic power. And my thing is, I think if hip hop will have you fund that. Excuse my language.
Yeah, well.
Looking at these videos, you would think there is a whole reality that is non-existent. So what I'm saying is, I'm pretty much speaking to the need for reparations and why we need reparations. I do think that if I can't for certain say we will or won't see it, but I love the fact that as of 2020, it is a hot topic. And my thing is this: there are people that died, there are people that sacrifice things, so that I can have certain amenities